Did you know that testing of Australian wheat flour found glyphosate residue in every single sample tested? That means the bread sitting in your pantry right now could be part of the problem. Most supermarket bread is owned by just 2 major companies, packed with emulsifiers and preservatives to extend shelf life while your health takes a back seat. But here is the good news. There are 7 bread brands in Australia that actually prioritise real ingredients, genuine nutrition, and your well-being. I'm going to show you exactly which brands pass the test, what they cost, where to find them, and which one is right for your specific needs. Before we dive into the list, here are 3 things you must check before any loaf goes in your trolley. First, read the ingredients. Look for brands with the fewest ingredients and nothing on the list you do not recognize. Real bread needs flour, water, salt, and yeast. If you see emulsifiers like 471, 472E, or 481, that is industrial processing designed for shelf life, not your health. Second, look for whole grains listed first. Check that the words wholemeal or whole grain appear high up in the ingredients list. Products made with whole grains have a lower glycaemic index because the grains take longer to digest. This slow release of energy means you stay fuller for longer and avoid those afternoon energy crashes. Third, check the sodium and fibre content. Aim for breads with less than 400 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. For fibre, breads with 6 grams or more per serve are what you want. Here, fibre improves digestive health, helps regulate blood sugar, and keeps you satisfied between meals. If you want more breakdowns like this on Aussie health foods, hit subscribe and the bell. Now, onto the 7 brands that actually pass the test. Number 7, Tip Top 9 Grain. This is the accessible, everyday option that most Australians already know. The 9 grain wholemeal loaf delivers low GI goodness with a 4.5 health star rating. It is high in fibre, baked fresh daily with 100% Aussie wheat, and contains 80% of your daily whole grain target in just 1 serve. The glycemic index sits at 53, which puts it firmly in the low GI category. That matters because low GI foods release energy slowly, keeping your blood sugar stable throughout the day. You will not get that mid-afternoon slump that sends you hunting for biscuits. What I appreciate about Tip Top 9 Grain is the transparency. No artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. It is also a source of protein, which many budget breads cannot claim. You will find this at Woolworths, Coles, IGA, and Aldi for around $4 to $5. For families on a budget who need reliable sandwich bread, this is your starting point. Number 6, Abbott's Bakery Farmhouse. Wholemeal Abbott's takes the classic wholemeal loaf and does it properly. This bread is made with Australian wheat, high in fibre, and delivers 7.5 grams of protein per serve. But here is what sets it apart. 184 gram serve contributes 100% of your whole grain daily target intake. The ingredient list tells the story. Whole grain wholemeal wheat flour makes up 58% of the loaf. Then comes water, wheat flour, baker's yeast, wheat gluten, vinegar, canola oil, iodized salt, soy flour, malt wheat flour, fermented wheat flour, wheat bran, and wheat germ. Compare that to industrial white bread with its parade of numbers and chemicals. Abbott's Village Bakery has been a trusted Australian name for decades. They understand that good bread starts with good flour and proper baking methods. This is the heritage brand doing wholemeal the right way, and you will find it in major supermarkets across the country. Number 5, Helga's lower carb range. If you are watching your carbohydrate intake or managing blood sugar, Helga's lower carb range deserves your attention. The wholemeal and seeds variety contains 50% less carbohydrate than their traditional wholemeal. We are talking 18 grams per 100 grams instead of the usual amount. But they have not just removed carbs. They have boosted the protein to 15.2 grams per 100 grams, which is 80% more than the original. The glycemic index comes in at 47, verified by scientific testing at an Australian university. That is genuinely low GI, not just marketing spin. The health star rating sits at 5 stars, the highest possible score. What makes this work for everyday eating is that it still tastes like proper bread. You are not sacrificing flavor or texture for nutrition. One serve contributes 35% towards the Grains and Legumes Nutrition Council's daily whole grain target. At 400 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams, it qualifies as a lower salt choice too. You will find Helga's lower carb at Coles and Woolworths nationwide. For anyone managing diabetes, watching their weight, or simply wanting fewer carbs without going full keto, this is the mainstream supermarket solution. Number 4. Bergen. For over 30 years, Bergen has been at the forefront of bread innovation with proven health benefits. What makes them different is their approach. Every loaf is developed by accredited nutritionists and backed by rigorous research. This is not marketing. This is food science. All Bergen products contain at least 4.6 grams of fibre per serve. If you want even more, their high fibre range delivers at least 7.2 grams per serve. The wholemeal and seeds loaf is very high in whole grain, high in fibre, and low GI. Each serve provides 10.2 grams of protein, plus iron, zinc, and magnesium. No artificial colours, flavours, or preservatives. But here is where Bergen really stands out. Their whole grain and oats variety contains beta-glucan, which is scientifically proven to lower cholesterol by reducing the reabsorption of bad cholesterol in the gut. Just 2 slices provide 1/3 of the recommended daily beta-glucan intake. The soylin variety has been a favourite for years thanks to its omega-3 content from linseeds. If you are specifically looking for heart health benefits, Bergen offers targeted solutions that other brands simply do not match. This is the nutritionist-designed option for people who take their health seriously. Number 3. Baker's Delight. Fresh baked daily in shopping centres across Australia, Baker's Delight offers something the packaged bread aisle cannot. Their high-fibre, low GI wholemeal loaf contains double the fibre compared to their traditional wholemeal. We are talking 12.5 grams per 100 grams versus 6.2 grams. That is a significant difference for your digestive health. The Cape Seed loaf has become legendary among health-conscious Australians. Packed with multiple grains, seeds, and beans, it offers a substantial dose of fibre and protein. The healthy fats from the seeds make it nutritionally dense and genuinely filling. 2 slices of this actually satisfy you, unlike industrial bread that leaves you hungry an hour later. But here is the game changer. Baker's Delight created the first ever daily fresh baked bread that is low in FODMAPs. Their whole grain low FOD range is specifically suitable for people with irritable bowel syndrome. If you have ever felt bloated, cramped, or uncomfortable after eating regular bread, this could be the solution you have been searching for. A major advantage of Baker's Delight is their minimal use of preservatives compared to long-life supermarket breads. When bread is baked fresh daily, it does not need chemicals to stay soft for weeks. The wholemeal block loaf ingredient list is refreshingly simple. Whole grain wholemeal wheat flour at 62%, water, yeast, iodized salt, vegetable oil, wheat flour, soy flour, and vitamins. That is it. Number 2. Alpine breads. 4 generations of quality traditional sourdough bread. Or that is the Alpine bread story, and it shows in every loaf. This Victorian family bakery has been perfecting their craft since the early 1930s. The major ingredients, including wheat flour, spelt flour, seeds, and grains, are all sourced in Victoria and prepared at their bakery in Benalla. What makes Alpine special is their commitment to slow sourdough fermentation. This traditional process reduces the levels of FODMAPs, specifically fructans, because the fructans are used by the yeasts and lactobacilli during fermentation. The result is bread that many people with digestive sensitivities can enjoy without discomfort. They do not take shortcuts. By sprouting whole grains, they retain and enhance the nutrients to make truly superior bread. The supernatural protein sourdough has become a cult favorite among health enthusiasts. For anyone watching their carbohydrate intake, Alpine also offers a lower carb bread with just 6.2 grams of carbohydrate per serve compared to 30.9 grams in their original wholemeal. That is an 80% reduction while maintaining the sourdough qualities and nutrition. You will find Alpine breads at Woolworths and selected independent grocers. This is artisan quality in supermarket form, backed by nearly a century of family expertise. Number 1. Herman Brot. This is the gold standard for anyone serious about blood sugar, protein intake, or metabolic health. Herman Brot has earned the top spot for good reason. Their lower carb bread contains just 5.4 grams of carbohydrates per 100 grams. So the glycemic index sits at an incredibly low 24 with a glycemic load of just 1. To put that in perspective, most bread has a GI between 70 and 100. Herman Brot is literally off the charts in the other direction. For diabetics and anyone managing blood sugar, this is transformative. But it is not just about what they have removed. Each serve of 2 slices delivers 23.6 grams of protein. That is more protein than many people get from their entire breakfast. The bread is made from sprouted seeds, pea protein, and hemp protein. This combination of non-soy complete proteins provides a better balance of amino acids than standard wheat breads. Herman Brot was crowned Best High Protein Bread at the 2024 Healthy Food Guide Awards Australia. They also received recognition at the Prevention Australia Health and Fitness Awards 2025. All products carry the 5-star health rating and are completely plant-based and vegan. You can find Herman Brot lower carb bread and complete protein bread nationally at Coles and selected independent supermarkets, including IGA, Foodland, Drake's, Romeo's, Foodworks, Ritchie's, and Harris Farm. The reviews speak for themselves. Diabetics report that their blood sugar finally stays stable. People on keto find a bread they can actually enjoy. Athletes appreciate the protein content. This is premium bread with premium results. Quick recap for your next shop. On a tight budget, Tip Top 9-grain wholemeal gives you accessible low GI bread with high fibre at every major supermarket. Shopping mainstream but watching carbs is grab Helga's lower carb 5 seeds with 50% less carbohydrates and a GI of 47. Want nutritionist-backed science? Bergen wholemeal and seeds or whole grain and oats delivers cholesterol-lowering beta-glucan. Need fresh baked with a sensitive stomach? Baker's Delight Low FOD is FODMAP certified with no preservatives. Looking for traditional sourdough quality, Alpine Breads brings 4 generations of Victorian expertise. Serious about blood sugar or maximizing protein, Herman Brot lower carb with a GI of 24 and 23.6 grams of protein per serve is your answer. One rule to remember: if you cannot pronounce the ingredients, your gut cannot process them properly. Flip the pack, check the ingredients, choose bread that is actually bread. Which brand surprised you most? Drop your experience in the comments. And if you want more Aussie food guides like this, click the video on screen. Thanks for watching.